Hey YouTube, Robbie coming to you guys here with another deck profile again. This one is another strong contender in the format for Edison format. It had just gotten nerfed pretty bad prior, and that is Big Judgment Dragon. So Lightsworn, this is a pure Lightsworn build. Honestly, this deck was really strong still, even though this went to 2, Lumina went to 1, Charge went to 1, Trag went to 1 because of this deck, Honest went to 2. And there's a lot of hits on this list for this deck specifically. So, we'll get into it. 2 Judgment Dragon, 2 Celestia, just because of less Luminas, you didn't want to see this card as often. Triple Wolf, card was OP. The 1 Lumina and the 1 Garoth. Lumina actually puts up a lot of plays for later in the extra deck that I'll get into. 1 Jane. This card pushes over hamsters, spies, doom cows, because this is a continuous effect, doesn't activate. So this card's really good. 2 Raikou, just for namesake. You could cut it to 1, honestly, but like I like 2 Raikou. Aaron, 1 Lila, and Arcus. Arcus was really good because it stopped D-Prison, Brain Control. Stop your opponents using cards in your graveyard like DD Crow, Monster Incarnation on opposing Lightsworn mirror matches, Lumina's in the mirror match, Brionic, a lot of cards. This card was really good. Icarus Attack, yeah. 1 Tragodia and 1 Gores. This deck doesn't play any traps almost at all. I play 3 in my build, and that's even pushing it a little. Yeah, these cards are just really good. This is a light and dark deck, so we play Chaos Sorcerer. Card is really good still. 1 Phantom of Chaos. So this can copy this, or this, and like, or any of your extra deck cards that we'll get into that you know can really interact with it really well. Plus, it can interact with Cyber Dragon to take the name, I think. Yep, card's name. So this actually comes up for this as well. So there's a lot of cards for you to target with Phantom Chaos. Cyber Dragon, again, just for this card. And then some other small cards that were like good. Sangan, search a lot of cards in your deck. The 1 Lumina. Card Trooper, you want to mill in this deck a lot. So, yeah. 2 Honest. Yeah, I mean, cards still, you know, back then you fear for your life when you're sweating and you hear Damage Step. Or back then it was Damage Calc. Honest, it's just you're sweating. So, 1 Plague Spreader. This is the only tuner in the deck. So the extra deck's kind of really loose, and you don't need it because you win with Judgment Dragon anyway. And then Necrogardna. He also went to 1 after the list before that, so yeah. Now, since I don't play traps, I play Back Row Hate, and it plays the solid 3. It's crazy that this format has all 3, and this is the first deck I think I'm showing you guys that has all 3. And it plays the 1 MST. So, a lot of Back Row Hate. And then Lightsworn cards are triple recharge, charge. And then you have 1 Rhoda, and that got you your Garoth, Jane, or Aaron. And then it can also get you, oddly enough, Necrogardna for Rhoda. You don't need to get him ever, but it's an option. Then we play 1 Foolish Burial just for the sake that it can get you literally any card in your deck because of a couple of cool interactions. It can get you access to Wolf. It can get you access to Necrogardna. It can get you access to Plague Spreader. It can get you access to Judgment Dragon, technically. It can put on your side. It's just a very good card. Still is to this day. The reason why I say it can get you access to your Judgment Dragon is because of Monster Incarnation and Beckoning Light. You know, puts the JD in your grave and they say, hey, give me that card back. Then we have the stable Brain Control. And Trap, Dust Shoot, the two like staple spells and traps still. And then we do need at least one pot of Avarice to kind of put back the JD if need be. And then you have one Allure because there's at least a number of darks that are fair enough. And then one Dust Tornado as a spare back row removal. You don't need to play the Dust Tornado or the Beckoning Light because I think this is 42 cards. And you can just drop these and make it 40. That's just my personal preference. Extra deck now. We have the one of this. Armory Arm, which wasn't really played a lot during this format at all. But Plague Spreader plus Raikou equals Armory Arm. Android, Catastor, Gaia, Brio, Iron Chain, Goyo. What was really cool about Brio back then was if you were really close to decking yourself out and you had Brio Judgment Dragon on the field, you can just like attack, main phase 2 effect, bounce the Judgment Dragon to your hand. And then you don't have to mill the 4 cards. And then on the next turn, you can special him again, attack, or blow up the field afterwards, and you can just like finish the game. So that was really cool about Brionic in this deck specifically. 7s, you play these two. Not really needed either, but they're there. You play one of each of the 8s that are really big in the format. And then last but not least is Mistworm, which is what I was saying with Lumina. Lumina, pitch Plague Spreader, get a 4-star, summon Plague Spreader. There's Mistworm. So really, Lightsworn was a really strong deck still. A lot of people still had to fear it because they could just kill you really quickly. It's probably like the easiest deck in the format to play, in my opinion. So yeah, hope you guys really like this. I'm still putting out more for you guys, and I hope you enjoy. Later.